Hey everyone, I just want to go over a few things with you. I'm reading over your argumentative research paper rough drafts, and I'm seeing some things come up concerning signal phrases, in-text citations, um, something that should be a block quote, and it's not, and I'll show you what that is really quickly. Um, okay, so I'm reading a paper, an excellent paper, by the way, over cultural appropriation. Some awesome writing in this paper. I'm really enjoying it. I love the title. She had titled it Stealing a Story. So I think that's a very creative title for this particular topic here. I have something that I want to go over with you. We have the author's name in a signal phrase, and that's perfectly fine to have. So we have the author's name. However, this particular author is not the author of a journal. Uh, this person would be an author over an author of an article, not a journal. Think of a journal as an anthology of sorts. Um, an academic journal holds many different types of writings from many individuals. Um, so it's kind of like an anthology of sorts. Okay, it's not an anthology, but an anthology of sorts in the fact that it contains different writings. So this person here is not the author of a journal, but would be an author of an article instead. So I had put that for the student here instead of putting the name of the journal, I would use the name of the article. So but really and truly in the signal phrase, I would use either one. I wouldn't use both, and I'll tell you why. Because down here you're going to need to use an in-text citation. So the student didn't use the in-text citation, and what I'm talking about is the parenthetical in-text citation. It's what you put in parentheses. It is what you did not use in the signal phrase. So say she continues to just use the author's name for the in-text citation, she could just use the shortened version of the title of the article. And I say that because that's the MLA formatting rules, actually. Just use the first 2 to 3, maybe 4 words of an article, of the title of the article, because sometimes those titles can be really long. So you just put a shortened version there. Or she could use, and I know it's really confusing, she could use the whole title of the article in the signal phrase and just use the author's name here. Along with the page number, always include the page number if you have it. If you don't, so be it. But if you do, go ahead and use it. I know there's some websites, obviously, you don't have page numbers on there, and most likely you do not. But hey, if you do, use it. But here I'm not really sure if she does. And actually, I went to look for that particular source on the works cited page, and I did not see it. And while I was looking at the works cited page, I noticed that this looks more like APA instead of MLA. Like we have the author's name here, the title of the article, but off our backs would need to be italicized because that's either well, it looks like a journal of some sort. So it came from JSTOR. So that would need to be italicized, and here it's not. And the way that the volume and the numbers it all is laid out, it just really looks like it is probably in APA format. So whenever you are accessing and utilizing those wonderful citation generator tools, because go ahead and do it, but make sure it's not on APA. Oftentimes they'll show that first. So you might just be copying pasting the APA instead of the MLA. So make sure that it's MLA 8th edition. If they don't have the 8th edition there, just go ahead and click on MLA. That'll be fine. Also, too, hanging indentation needed after the first line. So after the first line of each entry, so this is an entry, that's an entry, the after the first line there needs to be a hanging indentation, and I showed you how to do that in that other MLA video that I had shared with you. Another thing too, I noticed now, I wouldn't use too many block quotes in this paper, but using one, maybe two is fine. Block quotes are longer quotes. Okay, so and this is the way that they are supposed to look. Uh, Use Purdue OWL. Purdue OWL is wonderful. Okay, just go into Google, type in Purdue OWL MLA, and you'll find a lot of answers to your questions. The long quote is, let me see if I can shorten this. Okay, maybe you can see it better now. A long quote for MLA is anything that's more than 4 lines. APA, it's 40 words. But for MLA, it's anything that is over 4 lines. If it's over 4 lines, then you introduce, so you have a regular introduction to the direct quote, and then right before that direct quote, you have a colon here, and then you indent it a half an inch over with no quotation marks. Okay, so that indentation, that half-inch indentation, is taking the place of the quotation marks. And then you go ahead and then include the in-text citation like you normally would. So that is the what a block quote should look like, and it is what it should look like here as well. Let me go ahead and wind that screen a little bit. So I just wanted to go over that with you all. In-text citations by far are the most confusing thing really about any type of formatting that you're using, whether it's MLA, APA, or Chicago style. Really, what to put in that in-text citation is quite confusing. But you need to have the in-text citation, even if you have given credit, which she did. She gave credit. You still need to go ahead and document it here. It's all a lot of this formatting. It's about documentation, and so it's just a part of the rules, part of the MLA rules. Have the in-text citation, and then have the works cited page to mirror what is in the paper as well. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.